Hi everyone, Michelle here, and hopefully you had a chance to take Rajashree's class, but we're so happy to have her here right now to talk with us about what she's up to. Rajashree, I'm so grateful that you're here. I love so much that you come to BYSJ and visit us. So now that we have some time here, why don't you share with everybody what you're doing right now?
Michelle, thank you for inviting me. This is kind of like a once-a-year retreat for myself when I come and I just relax for a weekend. So it's wonderful. Thank you. What I'm doing, I'm really making myself very busy, teaching all over and exploring my life more with yoga, yoga therapy, and Ayurveda. So that's all I'm doing right now.
Wow.
And I'm here to teach student and teacher both.
Yes.
And this is I like that you separated the class with the teachers and you separated class with the students.
Yeah.
And I definitely love that you add that meditation for me, because I believe in my life meditation helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And in daily life I practice myself a meditation, because life is not always stable, Life goes up and down.
Yeah.
And definitely it helps my practice, for regular practice, anything I do, yoga or daily life, whatever I do, meditation, the technique and the learning how to relax helps me to go through the day.
Wow.
So I believe this meditation has a lot to do with the after class of yoga, because when 90 minutes class you finish, you just want to leave the room. Some people rush out, and they go back to their daily life with rat race and thinking what to do next. That's the main time actually yoga's essence and yoga's benefit you can't develop and you can actually embrace. And that's why at the end when you do savasana, then a little bit give yourself a time.
Yeah.
That gives the complete wholeness of the wellness,
Yeah.
So
yes.
it's a beautiful. Yoga therapy I am more working on right now.
You are.
Yes, because I feel like 26 and 2 such a wonderful sequence, but there is a misconception is out there. They think about 26 and 2 is such a hard practice because everyone think if I'm not able to stay whole time, the way others are doing, maybe focus, concentration, locking knee, kicking leg up, both knee lock. That's not what is actually 26 and 2 trying to offer. 26 and 2 trying to offer whole body workout. And the whole body workout with the body mind and understanding your potential, understanding yourself that day, what emotion you are carrying, how it's all depends on in the 90 minutes class.
Wow.
And when you start, you can always progress. It doesn't matter, every day is different, every moment is different. And yoga practice 26 and 2, you will see your practice is different and it varies day to day.
Yeah.
So the therapy, what I'm trying to work on with more developing for the teachers right now, and also trying to help the students, because I feel like because of having a misconception, a lot of students or a lot of, I won't say called patient, but the people are out there who loves to take this practice, but they are feeling challenged into going into the class, walking to the class. So Rajashree's yoga therapy for 1-to-1 is coming up.
Oh.
It's coming up really, really soon.
Awesome.
You're going to see it. That's what I'm going to try to first start myself where I live, and that's in Los Angeles.
Right.
Of course, because I'm still in touch with my teacher in India. All the time I go back and I sit and I learn. So I'm studying with several of my teachers who are near me, and they're going to be learning directly through me, while I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to bring it up. Maybe next time when I visit, I will have one day for you asking that.
Wonderful.
Bring those people,
Yes.
and you will be sitting next to me helping, and then you learn. Then you can continue.
Wow.
Because it's very
That's
much
exciting.
important, because I have seen PTSD people, and there is injuries, and there is a people having some, like a disability that they are not able to come in, walk into the class.
Right.
And when we run the 90 minutes and having one teacher only, it's too hard work, and we need to learn how to help that time. So for me, what I have seen all these years,
Yeah.
and I have done myself all these years, like a one-to-one with yoga therapy, but that was more with myself only. But
Yeah.
I am trying to help that and reaching out to the community
Yeah.
and learn, educate people, because it's then you can provide,
Right.
yourself,
Right.
and you don't have to give the whole 90 minutes. You can have
I see.
certain way to introduction, and then when they're ready, they go in.
Right.
And that's the way we can
Interesting.
actually
Yeah.
develop more our self knowledge about
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
26 into
Right.
helping such a mass community.
Oh,
Because
huge.
believe me or
Yeah.
not, this is a one hatha yoga system that can practice anywhere, and it's so much popular. No matter what, it's so popular, this
Yeah.
practice. If you go in, it's really helps you
Yeah.
to change things.
Yeah.
Transform your life.
Right.
And as a teacher, for us, we all know how that helped us.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I really think in yoga therapy there is a way that we help people to breathe. Learning how to breathe properly and not to miss the breathing, and what's the importance of breath. And then we also work on sickness, illness, and disease, because the sickness is something that we don't even know,
Yeah.
how we develop the sickness, and it's so much with the body, mind, and environmental anxiety, and
Yeah.
we just kind of get into in our life, and we just don't know how to come out of
Right.
it. And the practice helps to get out of that sickness.
Yes.
And the disease is something that it's a kind of like a clinical, assessment, and
Right.
which is we're not doing it. What we're trying to talk about here. Okay, so when you bring up the illness, we are not specifically interested about knowing that much illness after seeing your practice, or unless it is a therapy one-to-one. Then we are going to
Right.
do it.
I
So
see.
we have collecting a lot of data, and we are
I see.
finding out that this three has such a correlation, and I'm trying to define that right now.
Between sickness.
Illness, and the disease. And then we can come out with such a concept of with this 26 and 2.
Wow.
More with the common aspects,
Yes.
Anytime you want to do research and you have to just submit to the university or the hospital, and then it's a huge grant needed. But it's not everybody can do it.
No.
And
Yeah.
with the general knowledge and everything.
Right.
So how we can progress with our knowledge
Wow.
and teaching teachers
Yeah.
and educating students that come and join
Right.
and practice more,
Right.
over time.
Wow, gosh,
So-
Rajashree, that's exciting, and I feel like there's nobody other than you with all your experience. And so I'm curious though, so the 26 and 2 has really blown up into something that we can do as a class.
Yes.
Which is such a gift, right? Because it enables one teacher to teach so many people, and just that one set of instructions satisfies so many, but you don't get to know, right, the specificity, right, of what's going on with each individual. So it sounds like what
Exactly.
you're doing with it is taking it a step deeper.
Step deeper.
Right?
That's
Okay.
exactly what I
Okay.
am trying to do right now.
And then help us know as teachers.
Because yoga therapy, that word recently is become a very popular.
Yeah.
Before
It
was
has.
hatha
True.
yoga.
Yeah.
Well, when from 90s,
Yeah.
we were constantly talking about hatha yoga, hatha yoga, hatha
Right,
yoga.
right.
I remember when I arrived in this country was in 1984, and that time yoga was not common.
No, yeah.
And anybody will say yoga means, oh my goodness, you practice yoga means something spiritual, religion,
Right, right.
and meditation, chanting, incense burning. There is a benefit for it, but people didn't
Right,
want it to go.
right.
It's some different culture.
Right.
And anything culture, everybody give cult. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
It's a common concept of they don't want to walk into any cult, So anyway, now the intelligence if worldwide has been a big, about yoga. And now they all understand what is Hatha Yoga, what is Raja Yoga, and many branches and steps. And most important is about alternate, the integrative healing, because body has its own healing power. And so it's the healing modalities is people are understanding now. Before everybody thought, okay, let's go to the medicine. Medicine will take care of everything. It didn't really. No. Medicine cannot make you happy. No. Only yourself changing, transformation of your life. And what we, as a teacher or even as a student, ourselves, every day, if we come to practice 26 and 2, having the authentic practice, having the integrity in the practice, we can create possibilities to change the transformation. That's the only way things will happen. So everybody has that power to heal themselves. And we are, as medium ourselves. And ourselves we are doing. And the same time, like you talk about, you are sharing yourself, how you got. And it's very important. And that's also when we share, we really come out of our image. What we create and we want to stuck in and hold on to. And when we share it, we are very open up and we see one transformation. Wow. It's a transformation for ourselves.
It is.
So that's what is yoga is creating a community healing, bringing everybody together. What is the purpose of yoga? And Hatha Yoga, the physical, with physical body. Getting into the mind now. So that's union. Our spirit is happy. That's what yoga
and that's the only way.
That's the only way. That's the only way, because no other way it can be. So now with this process, with the yoga therapy, constantly teaching, understanding people, or for ourselves also, every time we touch someone, like we work with somebody and helping the person, we actually trying to learn how to write all the datas.
Wow.
So as before we never knew how to write the datas. So now we're collecting the datas. So the datas are giving the information how it's a healing going on with the yoga therapy.
That's great.
Now people or medical science are believing in yoga therapy. Because it is a therapy. Means, touching people to heal their where is the the difficulties.
So therapy, if we were to define that, is it a healing?
It's totally healing. It's totally healing, and body does have that healing power, but we don't wait for it because we feel like it's the pain. It's a huge problem with our life. Like sometimes we don't know how to. Pain is a gift. At the same time, pain is unbearable. And pain is
true.
It's just with the pain and how to get rid of your pain or how to embrace the pain. In between that, where is the yoga helping? Because there is a lot of. It's a huge subject.
It is.
Like it's there. It's like hormones. And
there's so much that contributes to it.
Body chemical. Body chemistry happen with the postures and the breathing, and the relaxation, especially the relaxation. Because after practice of yoga, if you can think Hatha Yoga, the best time to relax, because maybe whole day you have so much tense. Or so much tension. I mean, tense means so much tension. Body is holding those tension, and what your muscles are so nervous system.
And you don't even know it.
Your hormone, your adrenaline is so high. Cortisol is low. It's like what can you do in that time? And that is the only way. And body's mechanism is like that. Only way certain hormones also release when you move the body. And moving body means you are working with this, lot of hormones here. It's like it's many hormones. Only way to release, that's when you move your body.
When there's movement.
When there is a movement.
Which is the yoga, the 26 and 2.
Yes.
And you're saying with that movement then comes relaxation
Exactly.
and how important then that is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. More information, you have to follow us. We're not going to say everything here.
Yeah, Rajashree.com. But I'm excited. Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be really interesting.
You know, it's funny that you say that because sometimes I sit and think, I've been doing this 26 and 2 now for August the 11th was my 21-year anniversary.
Wow.
I know, right? And I think about the number of pranayama, deep breathing I've done.
Yeah.
And how there's really not been any study on,
Only pranayama.
let's say, a woman who's, you know, early 50s, right? And here she is in this state of health, having done how many thousands and thousands and thousands, and maybe what that's done for me, I'll never really know, right? Because
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
because 50s is a crucial age for a woman.
it is
Because we're kind of like a, you know,
shifting
between that being a, you know, what should I say, you know, mature adult womanhood. I'm in there, so I still want to feel like you know, my feminine energy more. But it's a menopause, you know, and it changes everything.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
So it's a very difficult time,
Yeah.
and you kind of like count the year that you want to do many things.
Yeah.
And you don't have that much energy to do it.
Yeah.
But doing yoga, you do.
You do.
And you age
And I
gracefully.
think what's really interesting though with the yoga and with the, let's just say the pranayamas, I mean, I'm grateful, and this is where the yoga therapy comes into play, where my consciousness, I have that.
Yeah.
I have a consciousness, and I think that's a big thing.
That is the spirit.
Yeah.
That's what takes time with yoga.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to say, that it's the movement, stillness, and relaxation.
Yeah.
And the breathing is the connection.
Wow.
So that's the only way that consciousness you will acquire or you will experience. Because that's where everything is all mind, body, experience happen in consciousness.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that gets me excited. That's great.
Thank you.
But I appreciate this because again we have to think about the 26 and 2 is yoga therapy, and now you're saying that you know you are, what we should be looking for with you is that you're going to get more specific and more deep, and allow us to be trained, and for not only teachers but students to know more specifics and know stuff one-on-one, which is really great too, because there are a lot of people that still haven't come to a yoga class for whatever reason.
Yeah, because there is a big group out there.
Yeah.
They all want to try out, you know, because I know I met so many group of people that, especially with Army, Navy, you know, if you go on there, they love to do classes in 26 and 2, but sometimes they are not able to handle the heat, or they are not able to follow the direction given to, because they have some disabilities or something. So targeting them, and even also some, you know, with some illnesses where is a chronic problem, and then their doctors are saying that don't go into the heat, it's not good for you. So we are also talking about, we're making sometimes 3 times a week, not even some people, like not, you don't have to do every day.
I see.
But build up the stamina, then join. And also, which we say that for them to learn how to space them out in the class. You know, it's not about performance, it's about practice for yourself.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time you are in the class, and because of the group lessons, you get really intimidated by others, you know, seeing, and you say, okay, I may have to do something like that. But you may not, you don't.
You don't.
Yoga you do for yourself and each individual.
Yeah.
You know, like how you make yourself practice, and when you take your one step behind, or you go one step forward each day. That's what we are going to work on. You know, I feel like it's a wonderful, and right now it's needed, because the practice is well known to the world.
Yeah.
but there is a still misconception. There is
Yeah.
a huge group of Hatha yoga practitioners or meditation teachers or anything, we're not guru.
No.
So that's where people get very misconception, like what happening, what is this? What we are talking about something healing, health related.
Right.
We are not even touching, our scope of practice are not going into the medical.
Right.
We are just trying to bring that healing elements, which is everyone we have is rights for us to understand and develop and practice.
Right. That's a gift, and that's very loving for you to see it that way too, because it helps to break it down into something that's accessible.
Sometimes everyone says that, I'm not flexible, or I'm not strong, I can't do this yoga. I'm too fat, I cannot do yoga. I'm going to be very embarrassed going inside. That image we create or portrayed by someone's eyes. Yep. And that's also a reflection of our consciousness.
Yeah.
Like a weak.
Yeah.
It's a always we are building up the doubt, self-doubt,
comparisons,
and all these. I mean, that's what I really want to work on with the people because it's never life going to be the same. Ups and downs is a part of the life. But you don't stay there. You just pull yourself constantly come back.
Right. No, that's huge. That's big. I mean, and it's no fault of social media and stuff too, but you can see like a lot of this Instagram and Facebook, right? It's a lot of pictures of people doing beautiful postures, right? And all of a sudden people look at yoga as like, I must have to be able to do that. It's like, no. Sometimes I think we romanticize a lot of things for a while, right? And make it all like
it is true, though.
It's true.
It is very true. I mean, if I look at my 20 years ago pictures, I will be embarrassed to put now 30 years later pictures. But there is that I will break down that embarrassment, how I do it. One way, I go back in my age to look good, or I shouldn't be embarrassed because I made myself being like that.
That's correct, yeah.
So that's the consciousness. And that's a huge thing for people, us to, I mean, people, like we are part of
I think we take it out of context, And it's not the all of it,
And that's what happened in yoga. I have seen more in this class, people goes front of the mirror. Beginning you see those people who is very much embarrassed being there.
Yeah.
After 10 lesson, they find their own power. They transform into a new human being that they get out of that. That is the beauty of this class. Because where is it? It was there. But we didn't find that outside. It took us to go in 90 minutes and
see ourselves in the mirror.
See ourselves. And that's the beauty. I mean, that's
Are you listening, everybody? No, it's so true. And what's ironic is that, once you discover that, you realize it took coming into a classroom with a bunch of people to look at yourself in the mirror to find something so internal.
So internal. And I have seen a lot of my friends always talk about, I did 10 lessons every day. I never knew I have a waistline like this. I never knew, like I have my thighs and my legs can be such a great shape. Because I think the first time we started looking at ourselves. And that is the really, I mean, and then more you look into it, that, it's my change. That's what I was saying, transformation. That's physical changes, but inside the joy we are feeling.
Then the self-esteem and the confidence and the something
It's a consciousness what we are keep talking about, because
huge.
We kind of depends on someone else's opinion, not our own self.
We don't realize we haven't been listening, hearing our own. I could talk to you forever, Rajashree. Okay, so look for Rajashree.com. Thanks for being here this weekend.
Thank you so much,
Love you.
Michele.